Hello Pisces, welcome to your reading for February. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. You will hear a drill in the background. It is very overcast, so everything is just echoing more than it should. And as for adding your energy to the collective pool, that would be greatly appreciated. Just a like or a comment, anything you can do to interact with this video will help me tap into your energy. All right, now I'm going to look at sources of abundance, sources of love, and any silver linings you can look forward to. And I need to fix my mic before I do that. There we go. Alrighty, sources of abundance. I will flip the oracles over as and when I get to your roles, Pisces. Alright, let's see what we have first when it comes to the transits. We have Venus in your sign, which is wonderful. We have Neptune in your sign. We have Venus and Neptune conjuncting in your sign on the 15th, which is going to be an incredibly romantic day. Not the 14th of Feb, the 15th this time. So I would look forward to that. All right, let's see. We have the Eight of Cups, walking away from something. The Five of Wands, walking away from conflict and competition. And the Eight of Swords, because it's been bringing you too much anxiety. Page of Cups, Ten of Wands, Ace of Wands, the Three of Cups. Wow, okay. With the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Wands together, for me, that's a beautiful omen because every 10 in the tarot resets to an ace. You're setting some kind of burden down, Pisces. Something that was probably bringing out the worst in you. See the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. I feel like you were very heavily ingrained in something. You were looking at your obstacles right up close. You weren't being able to see ways around that obstacle. But I feel like that is changing. You're taking baby steps away from this drama, whatever this is. It's possible that there was too much competition in the workplace, or there were issues with co-workers, or you were not being seen for your potential. The Five of Wands, again, that's double confirmation, frustration and opposition. It's possible that there wasn't enough reward for merit. You may have been putting in a whole lot of work, but you weren't being given the credit for it. And then we have the King of Wands, leadership and success. But I feel like that's changing. When I saw the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Wands together, it's almost like this is not my circus. This is not my monkeys. I am outie. And you're starting something new. I feel like you're done with this drama. You're done with this BS. Three of Cups. And then the Moon. Interesting. Interesting. I feel like with the moon, things were elusive, things were hidden. There were a whole lot of unnecessary fears because you didn't have clarity. And we see the bigger picture. I'm almost getting like this breakthrough, like just wanting to break yourself out of this, just feeling frustrated enough, and finally the last straw that broke the camel's back. It's like you've reached your breaking point and you just want to start something for yourself with the King of Wands. You're inspired to take some kind of action. Nine of Wands, Two of Cups, Temperance, Two of Pentacles, Judgment, and the World. Something is coming to an end. And you're allowing yourself the slowness of starting this new thing, whatever this is for you, because again, like I said, you have a whole lot of passion for it. I would say go for it, because whatever this is, with two Five of Wands showing up, I mean, it's a good thing that you're planning to walk away from this, because this is not suiting your energy. Sometimes with see the bigger picture, this could even be related to travel of some kind. You know, when we're too close to our reality, we fail to see the other paths that could lead to success. We feel like this is the only path that I can take. It is difficult, but it is the only path I can take to reach my destination. Right? But once you pull yourself out of that reality and start looking at your situation from a third party perspective, you realize that there's a lot more you can do. There's a new road that you can take. Oh, my dogs are barking. Hang on a minute. Sorry about that. Breakfast time. Anyway. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. There's a new road that you can explore. All right, let's see. Sources of love for you, Pisces. We have serendipity. Beautiful. Number 18. There's some kind of luck, some kind of meant to be energy that is showing up here. Let's see. We have the Ten of Swords. Oh goodness, lots of tens. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the King and the Queen of Wands. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. I feel like you closed something out with the Ten of Swords. And then with the Queen of Wands, there was almost this burst of energy because you left baggage behind and you felt lighter enough to set your sights on something new or someone new. We have the Knight of Swords with the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. I'm feeling like you're not wearing your heart on your sleeve anymore. And some of you may have just surrendered to the divine. You may have felt like you've tried really hard to make whatever this is work or to even find the perfect partner for you. But the harder you tried, the more elusive this became. So there's a que sera energy here where whatever will be, will be. That is what you're telling the universe. And when you do that, when you say that, that is when the universe starts working in your favor and starts bringing in what it is that you need, not what you want. You know, there's an overworking here with the Ten of Swords. There's an over-processing. But then again, with the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles and serendipity, you're releasing. We have the Six of Pentacles again, generosity and assistance. And the Six of Pentacles for me to an extent can be a gift from the universe. But I also feel that if you were a part of a relationship where there was no equality, there was no equal give and take, you may have been doing, almost dropped a card. You may have been doing all the work. It's almost like it wasn't meant for you. And the universe stepped in and brought an end to it because that's not what you deserve. With the Queen of Wands, you're highly magnetic, you're highly attractive at this time, right? And you need to realize what you deserve. Some of you may be just, feeling like you're not worth it. That happens, right? When we go through difficult relationships, we start questioning our own worth. You need to stop doing that. And we have the Nine of Pentacles, abundance and fortitude. And till whatever this is comes in correctly for you, you're fine being alone. There's a big difference in between being alone and being lonely. And I feel like you've realized that. It's almost like you'd rather be alone than feel lonely with the wrong person. You know what I mean? That's the energy I'm getting. You realize your potential. You realize your worth. You realize what you deserve. And you're in no rush. You're in absolutely no rush to attract whatever this is. We have the Knight of Swords, the Two of Cups with temperance. Exactly. You're patient. You're waiting very patiently for this to come about. With the Knight of Swords coming twice, it is possible that there's a whole lot of incoming communication. I don't know if this is from one person who you're waiting for, or it could be multiple people. But again, the Knight of Swords is not the Knight of Cups, right? The Knight of Swords just speaks for the heck of speaking, delivers a message and is out the door. It's not the softest energy. And as a Pisces, now I'm a Pisces moon, right? We like softness. And especially Venus in Pisces, love has taken on a beautiful note, a beautiful tone. So till this softness comes in and makes you feel good about yourself, you're ready to be alone. You're ready to be single. And that is extremely healthy, because I always say the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups are the benchmark. That is what we want to achieve, because the 10th cup and the 10th pentacle is then offered by the universe as a reward, right? So que sera. That's what I'm getting. Some of you may just meet somebody very randomly, like it'll be like kismet. You won't even know. You won't even be looking for it, and that's when they're going to show up. Because again, manifestations snowball and come in super quickly when you surrender. All right, let's see. Silver linings, the great gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. Start spending time with people who bring out the best in you, Pisces. And you are a sponge, all right? You are the last sign of the zodiac, so you embody every single quality of every sign before you, which is all of them. So for a Pisces in particular, it is imperative that you don't waste time around people who are energy vampires, people who leave you wanting, people who leave you in a void, right? You need to spend time with people who enrich you, who nourish you, because you give so much. And if anyone does not, well, put back with that Six of Pentacles, you're drained out. You're not yourself. All right, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. For some of you, I'm actually getting that you may meet somebody while you're out with friends. You may meet somebody while even like you may be going to like a yoga session or a meditation session or even a retreat of some kind. And or you just may be, well, joining an art class or a language class, whatever. And you may meet someone there out of the blue. There's something being orchestrated for you. I can't put my finger on it. It's almost like, you know, that the swan that's gliding on a lake. You feel like, oh, this is boring. The swan is just floating. You don't know how fast the feet are moving. The universe is planning something. Just make sure you don't isolate yourself. Surround yourself with people who match your frequency. And then we have the Page of Wands, inspiration and adventure. Get out of your comfort zone. And again, I can't stop looking at that frog every time this shows up. I hope you can see it. You may have had to kiss a million frogs till you found your royalty. But I feel like you may finally just... someone who may be very different from you. You wouldn't even expect it. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles again. And you know why? You know why this is coming about now? Because you don't need it. You are abundant. You are whole within yourself. Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, Seven of Wands, and Judgment with the Ten of Wands. And you don't want to repeat past patterns. It's almost like you feel safer building a home within yourself than building one in someone else. Because you are your longest relationship. You can trust yourself. And as a result, you're attracting somebody who trusts themselves as well. And there's almost this unapologetic sense of, well, if this isn't working, I'm out. You know, there's no lingering, there's no hovering happening anymore. There's a disconnection that, all right, this isn't working, fine, I'm out. You know what I mean? You're being very unapologetic and you're prioritizing you, which is great. Alrighty, we have the Eight of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune, overcoming fears and self-entrapment. This is a process. This is going to be a journey. This is not a switch that you can flip. And I have been talking about the Vampire Diaries and how they can switch off their emotions. That is mad convenient, but it's not reality. So whatever this is, it's going to take a little bit of time. The surrender is going to take time. But again, healing is not linear, right? As human beings, we are constantly learning lessons and we're constantly healing. And one bad day is not the rest of your life. So if you find yourself overthinking, let's say today, right? Doesn't mean you're going to be overthinking tomorrow. You may just be going out and having the time of your life. So try and distance yourself from your problems and start objectifying them. Start looking at them from, like I said, that third perspective. And then we have the Hierophant, beautiful, spirituality and knowledge. I'm strongly getting that some of you are joining some kind of, well, spiritual group of some kind. We have the Four of Swords, healing and solitude. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Fool. I feel that there are a few people around you, Pisces, who you may have never thought of spending time with, who you thought they weren't really on the same page as you. But once you start opening up to this, once you start opening up to different ways of thinking, you may just surprise yourself. This group, whoever this is, they are incredibly nurturing, incredibly healing. And like I said, someone was bringing out the worst in you. This is the opposite. They're bringing out the best in you. I was telling Aquarius the same thing. There is some kind of untapped ancient wisdom that's buried deep within your psyche that needs to be released. We have self-entrapment, and then we have spirituality and knowledge. You see that? And then we have solitude and healing. There's some kind of softness that needs to come about in your energy. I see too many swords, and I don't like that for a Pisces. Let me get one more card here. We have the Hierophant again, you see that? And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. There is something about investment. There's something about, okay, let's say you have a friend, right? And this happened to me personally. You've been friends with this person for 20 odd years, right? And because this person's been in your life for so long, you can't imagine your life without them. That, oh, but they've been around. They have to be around forever. People change. I'm getting that there is a person or a group of people who you may have been a part of earlier, who you may have invested a lot of time and energy into earlier, but their frequency does not match yours anymore because you are elevating. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, exactly. Culmination and satisfaction. I'm also getting jealousy. It's possible that whatever you may have, and it's so funny, right before I started your reading, there was this one phrase that kept repeating itself in my head, which was, beware of fair weather friends. I feel like whoever these people were earlier, not your current group, right? Earlier, they did not celebrate your wins, right? They took pleasure in your losses. That's what I'm getting. But you need to start surrounding yourself with people with the Great Gathering who lift you up. Don't worry about how much time has been invested in previous relationships. If they don't sit well with you now, they don't sit well with you. To hell with it. Right? We need to have a filtration system in place. All right. Let's get you some charms to close this off. We have faith. Incredibly important at this time for you. We have a lot of, healing energy, faith, serendipity, luck. There's something very unusual happening here, and I feel like the universe is making it happen. We have a heart with wings, so you are divinely protected. Your heart is being guided to do the right thing. Just do a trust fall. I did see the Fool. Do a trust fall with the universe. Have blind faith. Then we have Virgo. You could have Virgo heavily in your chart. You could be dealing with someone who does. We have a safety pin. Mending something. I feel like you need to start mending your relationship with yourself, Pisces. You may have strayed a little bit. Come back home to yourself. And we have the letter H. This could be, again, your initial, could be the initial of someone you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be. But that was it. Slightly vague reading, slightly metaphysical, but then again, that's all I have. I hope this helped you, Pisces. I will see you in the next one.